yeah, when you see YAML show up, then it's obviously on. Then go delete all your source file and then export your solution and re-import on top of itself, which will then touch all of those components and then do another commit. And because you've deleted the files, it should just plan down all of the new files. And do that for, if you're bound by environment, do that for all the unmanaged solutions that you're committing to source, and we can go from there. So, so any questions? I can show a demo of what the YAML files look like if that's of interest to folks. Or would you like to have some, do you have some questions?
Based on the email I sent the other day, we should have two-way sync running, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I was unable to join the last meeting that we had before, even the one before. So I'm not sure. I wasn't able to see any video or anything on that, but I haven't been able to get it working in the two environments that I have running at the moment. I'm wondering, I'm probably missing something.
So do you have? So we have two different environments. They're both enabled for Git, and they're both using the same strategy and pointing to the same branch and same source location.
Yeah. So to get it to show up, I had to import the base solution for the Git connection to even show, which was a bit. So I got that. It then wanted me to recommit all of the changes that new, even though it was against the same structure and everything. It wanted me to then recommit all of the changes from that solution back into Git again. I assume that might have been just an old version.
Okay, so were you binding via solutions or environment?
Environment.
Environment. Okay, so you're right to sort of bootstrap this model into the target environment. We are the second environment. We eventually are going to allow you just to import from Git, but that's not a capability yet. So you just import your solution. Now in that environment, it doesn't know about the other stuff yet. So it thinks that, hey, we've got lots of new components here to check in. So when you go to the source control panel, you're going to just see all those updates, or not updates, the changes that are ready to commit. Now, if you click the check for updates button, it then goes to source control and it will notice that those files already exist. And it should identify that you've got some conflicts. So it's going to see that, hey, you've got some new components in your environment, but hey, there's also code that's already existing there, and it show up in the conflicts tab. So you'd have to flip to the conflicts tab, select all, and what I recommend is say, pull or accept from source, or accept the changes, inbound changes. And then that'll tell us, or that environment, to, hey, let's take it from source control, not what's in my environment. Then you switch to all of those updates, or those conflicts now will move to the updates tab. And then from the updates tab, then you can click the pull operation, and that will pull everything into your environment. At that point in time, it should be synced, and you should no longer see the changes listed in the changes tab.
So I guess that's probably where the disconnect is. I can't see anywhere where I can say get changes in that second environment. So maybe there's something.
Well, if you're in the source control tab,
yep.
Don't have that scenario set up. I can certainly share my screen so walk through it a little bit here. So if we go to the source control tab, get to the right environment here for you. Sorry. Where's my? Go YAML 1. If I go to the solution stuff, I'm in a solution. Excel 2 is one of these solutions here. And I got to get the source control. Sorry, I haven't done this today, so I have to get the query string going here. Now I should be going to solutions here, and just to double check here, I see my get good. Now it's enabled. I can go into my solution again. I do see my source control. So if you're in here, by default, we just load the changes that are in here. We don't actually query source control, so you'd have to click for check for updates, and then you'll see conflicts.
Yeah, so
now this one's in sync, but you should see conflicts. You flip to the conflict, you should see them all here. You can multi-select them and then accept incoming changes.
Yeah, so that was what I think I've got an older version of it sitting in our tenant then, because all I get is changes. I can't see updates or the conflicts tab. So maybe.
Oh, you don't even see these two tabs.
No. So maybe something's gone awry in this environment where it's not got the latest.
So, Army, is that maybe the package is out of date?
Yeah, let's see. Can you pass me your org ID in the chat if you don't mind?
Yep, no worries.
That'd be my guess, because I think that's driven by some of the backend packaging. While we're waiting for that, Sabrina, do you have a question?
Yes, first I wanted to mention this happened to me too. I only had the changes tab because it was a pre-environment where I did not enable it with this URL with a question mark. After I enabled it, I was able to see all the other two tabs. But my question was another one.
Okay.
I followed the instruction in the document to have different dev environments. It was suggested to have to create in the second environment the solution with the same name.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was to do an export as unmanaged and import as unmanaged the solution. I tried a third way, and I wanted to know if it's something I should never try again or if it's okay. In the first dev environment, I created the solution. I created the publisher, I created the solution, and I connected the dev environment to Git, the entire environment. Then I cloned the environment, and I kept it there as my template for dev. Each time I need a new dev environment, I took that and I cloned it again. Okay. Is it something I shouldn't do? What do you think?
I haven't tested that.
It worked for me. I mean, I cloned the environment. It was even already connected to Git, the same connection of the first dev environment.
It would be. I'm not aware of anything that would fundamentally be broken in that, because we're just stashing all this in a non-relational table that's related to your environment. As you copy the environment, that gets copied with it. So all the rate data is there. The sync status would be the same, and they would obviously be pointed to the same location, which should be good by design. So I'm not aware of anything. Armin, are you aware of any limitation or gotcha on that, or just something maybe we should just start testing maybe more often?
Sorry, I was looking at Brent's org. Can you repeat that question?
They're using the environment copy. So they have an environment that's enabled and a do environment copy, and now they have two environments. Is there any challenges with that? I don't fundamentally see anything myself, but I haven't tested that.
Yeah, I haven't tested it either, but I assume environment copies don't copy the underlying rows if they're not solution aware, right?
Well, it was just an empty solution. I mean, I created the solution, I created the publisher, I created the solution, I connected the entire environment to Git.
Yep.
So to have a base of what is my development environment. Then I cloned it